Students, we all know that volume of a solid is the amount of space it occupies. So if we consider a cube which has side 1 centimeter, the volume of it will be as 1 cubic centimeter. So similarly, if we take a cube with 1 meter, the volume of it will be 1 cubic meter. And a cube with 1 millimeter side will get the volume as 1 cubic millimeter. So here is the relationship between cubic millimeters and cubic centimeters. 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. Therefore, 1 cubic meter is equal to 1 meter multiplied by 1 meter multiplied by 1 meter. So we all know that 1 meter is 100 centimeter. So 1 meter is 100. 100 into 100 into 100, you get 1 into 10 to the power 6 cubic centimeter. So therefore, the final relationship for 1 cubic meter and cubic centimeter is 1 cubic meter equal to 1 into 10 to the power 6 cubic centimeters. Similarly, if we consider a cuboid also, the same manner. So 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeters. 10 millimeter. So therefore 1 cubic centimeter is 1 centimeter into 1 centimeter into 1 centimeter, where each 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeter. So you multiply 10 into 10 into 10, you get 1000 cubic millimeters. Therefore 1 cubic centimeter equals 1000 cubic millimeters. And the other thing is 1 cubic centimeter is equal to 1 milliliter as well. So here are the relationships that you have to know before you go into the lesson liquid measurements. 1 liter equal 1000 milliliter. 1 cubic meter equal 1 into 10 to the power 6 cubic centimeter, and that is equal to 1000 liters. And the next is 1 cubic centimeter equal 1000 cubic millimeter, and that is equal to 1 milliliters. Well, when you're finding the volume of any cube shaped container, it is like length into breadth into height. So remember, all sides of a cube are equal as well. Similarly, when you are finding the volume of a cuboid shaped container, you have to multiply length into breadth into height. Capacity. Capacity of a container is the maximum volume that it can hold. So now let's see the first example. Find the volume of a cuboid of 6 meters long, 4 meters wide and 3 meters height in cubic meters and cubic centimeters. So we have to find it two different units. So we know that volume is equal to length into breadth into height. So volume is equal to 6 into 4 into 3. All are in meters. So the answer also comes in cubic meters, that is 72 cubic meters. Next we have to find the answer in cubic centimeters. So for that we need the relationship between cubic meters and cubic centimeters. So in the beginning I told you that 1 cubic meter is equal to 1 into 10 to the power 6 cubic centimeters. So already in Roman number 1 we found that it is 72 cubic meters. So the answer in cubic centimeter, we have to multiply 72 by 1 into 10 to the power 6 cubic centimeters. Then you get the answer as 72 into 10 to the power 6 cubic centimeters. Example number 2. Find the volume of a cube of side 50 centimeter in cubic centimeter and in cubic meters. So volume equal length into breadth into height. Cube, you know that all sides are equal. So length, breadth, height all are 50. 50 into 50 into 50, answer comes as 125,000 cubic centimeter. So this is the answer in cubic centimeter. Now let's find the answer in cubic meters. Earlier we found the answer in cubic centimeters. Now we are going to find the answer in cubic meters. So 1 cubic meter is equal to 1 million cubic centimeters. Therefore, we have to find that 125,000 cubic centimeter is equal to how many cubic meters? So for that we have to divide here. So you get there 0.125 cubic meters. You have to place 6 decimal place. You have to move to the left 6 times to place the decimal point. Example number 3. The internal length, width and height of the container in the figure are 36 cm, 10 cm and 12 cm respectively. So this container has been filled with water up to a height of 7 cm, 12 cm, 10 cm. So first we have to determine the capacity of the container. Capacity means the amount of liquid that it can hold. So let's see how to do that. Yes, you know that volume is equal to length into breadth into height. So capacity, you have to find the answer in liters or milliliters. So we have the dimensions of length, breadth and height. If we multiply 36, 10 and 12, we get 4320 and the answer comes in cubic centimeters since all are in the units of centimeter. So 1 liter is equal to 1000 cubic centimeters. So we found that 4320 cubic centimeters are there. So that answer in liters and milliliters, we have to divide 4320 by 1000 where you get 4 liters and 320 milliliters. So this is the capacity of the tank. Next, we have to determine the volume of water required to fill the whole container. So let's see how to find that. So students, here you can see in the diagram that the water is filled. The container has been filled with water only up to 7 centimeter. So how much more water required to fill the whole container? We have to find that. So the volume of water that is already in the tank is 30 multiplied by 10 multiplied by 7, length into breadth into height of the water level. So there you get 2100 cubic centimeters. So they are asking how much water required to fill the whole container. So you know that the capacity of the whole container is 4320. So already there is a water level of 2100. So when you subtract that, you can find how much more water you are required to fill the whole tank. So that will be 4320 cubic centimeter minus 2100 cubic centimeter, which is equal to 2220 cubic centimeters. Roman number 3 of this question is to determine the volume of water in the container. Suppose if the container is filled with water just only up to a height of 5 centimeter. So this is very simple. You have to change the value of the height when you are finding the volume. So volume is equal to length into breadth into height. So length, breadth are same, 30 into 10 and the height is 5 centimeter. Therefore you multiply them and get the volume as 1500 cubic centimeters. Alright, now we'll go to the discussion of more questions based on volume and capacity. The first question, a cuboid shaped tank of base area 240 centimeter is filled up to a height of 12 centimeter with water. Find the volume of water in the tank in cubic centimeters, milliliters and liters. So we are going to do the first question. Right, so in this question they have given us only the area and the height. So there is a particular formula to find the volume. If the area and height are given, that is area multiplied by the height is equal to volume. So here first of all we have to find in cubic centimeters. So volume is equal to area multiplied by height. Area given 240 square centimeters multiplied by height equal 12 centimeters. Now we'll multiply 240 by 12. There you forget the 0 for a while and multiply 25 by 12. Then you get the answer as 288. So 288 is in cubic centimeters. So this 288 is the answer and we have to write it as 2880. That 0 what we skipped here. Answer will come in cubic centimeters. So always remember that in volume your unit will be cubic centimeters, cubic meters, cubic millimeters, and this is the volume now. Now let's find in milliliters. So for this you should know the relationship between 1 cubic centimeter and milliliter. So there is, it is 1 cubic centimeter is getting equal to 1 milliliter. This is the relationship. So if 1 cubic centimeter is 1 milliliter, 2880 cubic centimeter is also 2880 milliliters. Answer for the second one. So likewise, we'll find for Roman number 3 in liters. So what is the relationship between liters and cubic centimeters? 1 liter is equal to 1000 cubic centimeters. This is the relationship that you have to use. If 1 liter 1000, that means in other words, 1000 cubic centimeter is equal to 1 liter. Therefore, 2880 cubic centimeters. You can cancel the units, cubic centimeter, and then you are getting 3 zeros here. So that means you have to divide 2880 by 1000, which means you can place the decimal. 1000 divisible by 1000 means 1, 2, 3. You are getting the answer as 2.88 liters. So now see, we found the answer in 3 different units: cubic centimeters, milliliters and liters. So for this, the main thing that we applied was the relationship 1 cubic centimeter equal 1 milliliter, 1 liter equal 1000 cubic centimeter, and another formula I introduced, volume is equal to area and height. A cuboid shaped container has a square base of area 225 square centimeters and amount of 3.6 liter of water has been filled into this container. Roman number 1, find the height of the water in the container, and Roman number 2 says if the height of the container is 24 centimeters, show that the water is filled to 2/3 of its capacity. So this is a beautiful question. Let's do it. So, well, this question says about a cuboid shaped container, and this is having a square base, and the area of this is like 225. So, they will write the data here. 225 square centimeter is the square base area, and the capacity is given as 3.6 liters, which is equal to, in cubic centimeters, it is equal to 3600 cubic centimeters. So I write this one, it will be required. So converting liters into cubic centimeter is necessary, because here in Roman number 1 they have asked us to find the height. So volume equal area into height. Therefore height equal volume divided by area. Volume is to 3600 cubic centimeter. Area is 225 square centimeters. Therefore, we can divide this and get the whole number answer as 16 centimeters. 3 cubic centimeters, 2 square centimeters means it get cancelled, and the unit remains is just 1 centimeter unit. And the Roman number 2 says that if the height of the container is 24 centimeters. So they ask us to say take as 24 centimeters, the height of the container. And we have to prove that it is 2/3 of its capacity. 2/3 of its capacity. So let's see how to do this now. First we have to find the volume. Area multiplied by height. Area is given as 225. So let me take it here. 225 multiplied by 24, which is equal to, if you multiply, you get 5400, and the unit will be cubic centimeters. Now what we have to do here is, we have to show that this 5400 is 2/3 of 3600, the capacity. So let's see how to do that. Yes, so for that we'll have a look on this now. They have filled, I told you, now we found that 5400 cubic centimeter is the possible capacity of the container, but the container has filled only 3600 cubic centimeter. So they are asking us to show that the water filled, that means 3600 cubic centimeter, is just 2/3 of its real capacity 5400. So 2/3 of its capacity means 5400. 2/3 of, in other terms I'll write on easy way, 2/3 of its capacity. So that means 2/3 of means multiplication. The real capacity of this container is 5400. So if we multiply this, we get the answer here 1800 multiplied by 2, that is 3600 cubic centimeters. So it's proved that this 3600 cubic centimeter means 2/3 of its capacity. So this is the answer. So how did we do that? Real capacity of this container is 5400, but the water is filled only 3600, and we proved that this 3600 is 2/3 of its capacity. Show that a barrel of capacity 15 liters can be filled completely by pouring water 15 times using a completely filled cube-shaped container of side length 10 centimeters. So we are going to fill a big barrel 15 times from small cube-shaped container. So this question says that there is a barrel of capacity 15 liters, and this can be filled completely by pouring water 15 times using a completely filled cube-shaped container, that is side length 10 centimeter. So first we have to find the volume of the small cube-shaped container, that is 10 centimeter one. So that is length into breadth into height, which is equal to the length, breadth all are same. So we get here 1000 cubic centimeters. And we know that they are going to fill a big barrel. The capacity of the barrel is 15 liters. In other terms, 15,000 cubic centimeters. So, to fill this 15,000 cubic centimeters, how many thousand cubic centimeters should be poured? To that we have to divide 15,000 cubic centimeters, the big barrel, and the small cube, 1000 cubic centimeters. Then we can find that it is 15 times. There is no units because cubic centimeter get cancelled. So here we have shown that the complete barrel of 15 liters can be poured by using a cube-shaped container which is having 10 centimeter dimension, but we have to pour it 15 times to make it fill. The length, width and depth of a swimming pool are 50 meters, 25 meters and 3 meters respectively. Find the capacity of the swimming pool. So capacity means you have to find in liters or milliliters. If the swimming pool is filled with water up to a height of 1.2 meters, what is the volume of water in the swimming pool in liters? So you have to find the volume in liters. Suppose if the height is 1.2 meters. Roman number 3, how much more water is required to fill the swimming pool completely? So while I am reading, you have to understand the question and imagine the container. Then only you can get connected with the answers as well. First, let's write down the data here. Length given, breadth given, height given. So now they are asking us to find the capacity of the swimming pool. So capacity of the swimming pool means, like, you have to remember, you have to give your answer in liters, milliliters, kind of, not in cubic centimeters or cubic meters. So but we are given only meters units. So we'll find the volume first of all before we find the capacity. 50 meter into 25 meter into 3 meter. You have to multiply and you get there. Now 5 times 3, 15. 15 times 25 is 375, and this 0, 3750 cubic meters. But this is not our answer because we have to give the answer in liters, that is capacity. So we should know the relationship between cubic meters and liters. 1 cubic meter is equal to 1000 liters. So using this relationship, I can convert this capacity. Capacity of this swimming pool is like 1000 liters for 1 cubic meter. Other way around, we'll write down. 1 cubic meter is 1000 liters. So therefore 3750 cubic meter is how many liters? So this we can multiply, like we can write in scientific notation, 3750 multiply by 10 to the power 3 liters. This is the capacity of this swimming pool. And Roman number 2 says that If the swimming pool is filled with water up to a height of, okay, height is given as 1.2 meter, what is the volume of water in the swimming pool in liters? So you have to find the volume of water. So volume equal length into breadth into height. Length 50 meters, breadth 25 meters, and the height is different, 1.2 meters. So all are in the units of meters. We can multiply them. So then you get 25 times 12, let's say. The one decimal place get cancels with the 0. So we get the answer as 1500 cubic meters. So this volume in liters will be 1500 into 10 to the power 3 liters. So this is the capacity. So the third Roman number says to find out how much more water is required. So this is the capacity of the swimming pool, but this is the capacity that is filled in the swimming pool. So how much more water we can fill? You can subtract for that Roman number 3. You can subtract and say 3750 minus 1500, and both are in 10 to the powers of 3. So we can write 10 to the power 3 outside. So when you subtract 3750 from 1500, you get 2250, and that 10 to the power 3 answer comes in liters. So let's see what did we do here. First we found the capacity of the swimming pool. Then we found how much is filled in the swimming pool. Then we found the remaining space in the pool. So by subtracting these two volumes, we get the answer. So you have to apply your knowledge on scientific notation as well.
A Bowser of capacity 6.5 litre is filled completely with oil. This Bowser is supposed to distribute 850 oil each to 8 filling stations. So 850 liters of oil to each 8 filling stations. So is the oil in the Bowser is sufficient for all 8 filling stations? Give reason for your answers. So this Bowser has to distribute oil for 8 stations. So they are asking whether the oil in the Bowser is sufficient for those stations.
Yeah, so this Bowser question is a very simple idea, practical question. If there is a Bowser which is having a capacity of 6.5 cubic meter, I converted my cubic meter into liters because it's a capacity. Uh, so if it is carrying 6500 liters and it has to supply 850 liters for each station, for 8 stations it has to supply, and it is having 6500. So the question is like, is this 6500 liters will be sufficient for 8 stations? So if one station requires 850 liters, 6500 is for how much? So this is a division. Like one station requires, right, let's like this, 850 is required for one station. So for 6500 is for how many stations? You have to divide 6500 by 850. So when you divide 650 by 85, it's not divisible, you are getting a decimal answer. So you get like around 7.64, and that's answer comes in stations. So we can't write 7.64 stations. The nearest is, or we can say the maximum number of stations that can be supplied this water is only for 7. Only for 7, so not water, oil. For 7 stations we can supply this oil from this Bowser. So this water is not sufficient for 8 stations. That is the reason. You can show the reason by showing the decimal value that you get here.
A person requires on average 150 liters of water daily. So this person wants 150 liters. If a cuboid shaped tank of length 1.5 meters, width 1 meter and height 1 meter is completely filled with water. So this is the dimension of the tank. For how many people in total will this quantity of water be sufficient for a day?
So if one person is requiring 150 liters per day and it is a cuboid shaped tank, so we'll find the volume. Length is given as a mixed fraction 1/2 meters. The breadth is given as 1 meter. Height is 1 meter. So this will convert into improper. 2 times 1 2, 2 plus 1 3. 3/2 into 1 into 1 is 3/2. So 3/2 cubic meters is the volume. But they are telling that they are asking us to find how many people in total will this quantity of water be sufficient for one day. So we'll convert this cubic meter into the capacity, that is let's say the capacity. So you know 1 liter is equal to 1000 cubic meters, so we can write down 1 cubic meter is equal to 1000 liters. This relationship, using this relationship, we'll convert this now. 3/2 means you can multiply by 1000, then you get the answer. 1000 divided by 2, 500. 500 multiplied by 3500, answer comes in liters. 1500 liters are there. So this 1500 liters is sufficient for how many people? We have to find out that. Right. So for that, one person requires 150. One person requires 150. So 1500 liters for how many people? So what we can do for that? Number of people equal 1500 liters divided by 150 liters. Liter cancels. Answer is 10 people. So this water, 1500 liter of water, is sufficient for 10 people if one person requires 150 liters. So what did we do here is the main thing. This relationship you have to remember.
But not the least, the length of an interior side of a cube-shaped tank is 1 meter. The tank is completely filled with water. When a tap from which the water in the tank is discharged is opened, water flows out from the tank at a constant rate of 50 liters per minute. Determine how long after the tap is opened the tank becomes empty if the water flows out at this constant rate. So when they have fixed a tap in this tank and this water is flowing at a constant rate, for 1 minute 50 liter is released, they are asking how long will it take to empty the whole tank.
Here what we have to do is, like, it is a cube shaped tank and the dimensions are 1 meter, 1 meter, 1 meter. So we can find the volume of the cube, length into breadth into height, 1 cubic meter, and we can convert our cubic meter, that means our volume, into capacity using the relationship 1 cubic meter equal 1000 liter. So directly we know that 1 cubic meter is 1000 liters. So if they tell that for 1 minute 50 liters are released from the cube tank to remove all the water means 1000 liters, the complete water in the tank. How much time does it take? So 50 liter, to release 50 liter, if it is 1 minute, then what is it for 1000 liters? You can cancel liters to liters. 1000 divide by 50, you get zeros and zeros cancel. 100 divide by 5, 20. So 20 into 1 minute is equal to 20 minutes. So it will take a time duration of 20 minutes to empty
Thank
the
you everyone
whole
for watching
tank.
this video. So hope that this video has been helpful for you to understand the lesson liquid measurements. Meet you up with another video as well. Please subscribe, like and share my video. Thank you.